Yeah, we are back again. We are back again. We are back again. We are back again. Yeah, we are back again. I'm back again. I'm back again. It's day three in Big Brother's house, and it's been fun. It's been entertaining. It's been. I'm really having fun, and I'm sure a lot of the fans of the show are also having fun. Yeah. So if you're watching me right now on my live, I just brought you the gist about what's going on in the house, everything from the fight to the nomination to the winner of the head of house challenger yesterday evening. Because when I left, I I didn't know the person that will hold. Okay, I didn't know the person that will hold the challenge, or maybe yeah, I already watched it, and I thought JCJ retained the title of the head of house. So I'm just back here to give you all that happened after the challenge till this period. So I know a lot of people might not watch it, or you might, but I don't know. But my own is to come and give you the gist, to come and give you the tea about what happened in Biggie's house. Yeah, I told you this show is not all about fun, it's not all about entertainment. I told you is a social experiment. Everyone will either learn one or two things from it, and we all have someone that we can resonate with, because it's either in character, in when it comes to intelligence, or even things that you do that you are unaware of, or that people might not tell you. You see it in another person, and this thing, and people tells me that I always do this thing also. You understand? There's somebody you kind of resonate with, understand in the house. So, you know, why I chose to talk about this is because there's no way we talk about public speaking that you are not out there. Is Public speaking is related to confidence, related to being authentic, and all of that. And what does you being in the house talks about? Being authentic. If you are yourself, people love you for who you are, then you are a reality material. You are living your reality. Yeah, you are living your reality. So yesterday till today, they had the head of house challenger, and the person who won the challenge retained his position. So Jesse J is the new head of house. Even after he picked people that are huge, people that are competitive and all of that, he still won the challenge. And I just knew, oh, he is actually a game master, because in his introduction he said he is a game master. So now he has proved himself to actually be a game master. So Jesse J is the new head of house as of now. And afterwards, there was some fight in the house. You know, the fight between Koyi and then K-Bobo about food. Though I have a soft spot for Koyi, but the outrage by which Koyi reacted to what K-Bobo did in the kitchen was more than what K-Bobo himself did. But to be honest, someone like me, you can't mention my parents' name and I'll be happy with you. No. Some people, the way they react to situation is very different. I wouldn't use that to play with you. So don't use that to play with me, or don't tell me is a slogan or is a slang. I don't know. If you want to talk about slangs, if you want to make jokes, just leave parents out of it. Talk to me direct. Let me receive every blame, every fingers you want to point at me. Let it be me. Do not go other than me. Do you understand? So I can understand if Coin goes overboard with what he did, but crying is actually out of it, because you all are the same in that house. Nobody should intimidate you to the extent of you crying. I will not cry. I will not cry, but I understand that some people, sometimes things might be so overwhelming for them, and then the only thing they can use to express themselves is through weeping or crying. So I understand Koyi, and I try to get Cable Boy himself, but Cable Boy has some kind of fault, because you don't have the right to limit people from coming into the kitchen. You can't say nobody has the right to come into the kitchen. Everyone is equal. We are all in Biggie's house. Even Biggie says it all the time. We are all here together. You are all equal. Nobody is superior to the other person. So that was the fight between Koyi and K-Bobo, but I believed they've settled it. You know, they are men. They've settled it. So going forward to the nomination, I think Ivata and Sultana also had their own issues in the house. So we had so many arguments, so many fights, and all of that. So the nominations, Ibi Fubara was the first housemate Biggie called into the room to nominate, and she nominated Zita and one other person. I didn't really get the name. Dambo's kid also nominated Isabella. I'm going to talk about Isabella because now I see so many people talking about Isabella. Isabella is trying to seduce people. Isabella is trying to do this. But she said it in before she got into the house that I am a seductress and I'm going to use it in the house. So I don't think anyone should have a problem, especially we fans. We shouldn't have a problem with that. That's the way Isabella wants to play her game. And I'm loving it because when you stick to your word sometimes, people will be like, oh, you said it and you're doing it and you are actually playing it out right. So that's one thing about Isabella. Then the third person that was invited to the diary room is Gigi Jasmine, and she also nominated Zita. And at that point, I was like, Zita, I've been asking after Zita. I've not been seeing her on my screen. What do these girls have against Zita? But I don't know. I've not been seeing Zita on my screen, but just before I left the room right now, in front of my TV, I was actually watching with some group of guys. They want to do their task or whatever. So I'm looking forward to what Zita is actually doing to these people that they are. You know, sometimes you see people as a competition. You nominate. Sometimes they give reason that maybe they are not in kind of they've not communicated that much or something is also part of it. So that's it. Then we have Faith. Faith nominated Isabella also and Rude Boy. Yeah. And when Faith was given um his excuse or his reason rather, sorry, his reason for nominating Isabella, he was all like, Isabella just want to sit on his lap, just want to do this, just want to do that. Guy, Isabella is playing his game. A game. Everyone is allowed to play their game the way you can. So that's is Isabella. So Mide. No, Mide was very funny in the diary room yesterday. Mide was pronouncing Mensan as Menas and Desari. Big Brother had to say, are those people part of my housemates? Even Big Brother corrected her the first time, like, okay, do you mean Denari? And she said, oh, Denari, do you mean Mensa? She said, yes. At the end of the day, Biggie said, okay, confirm your nomination list. She still said the same thing she said the first time. And I was like, Midday, please. You need to know all these people's name. You are not mixing up with the housemate. That's one thing about Midday. I don't know if she will come up later or maybe she's still trying to get out of her shell, but she's kind of reserved, and then she has not gotten to know too many people in the house, and that will not help her game. Because who is this guy? I think Ortega. Oh, no. This guy was just talking about she and Dede being together, inseparable, and all of that. And if one has to go, the other person has to go, just because one cannot survive without the other. Do you understand? So I'm not like, Mide, you have to mix. Okay? You have to talk to others. Then Cable Ball nominated Coin. And I'm like, was it because of the fight that happened or what? You don't need to do that. You don't need to nominate with emotions. Sometimes you look beyond your emotions and nominate according to the game. And this is what most housemates does. They nominate with emotions. And they do this aura for aura without knowing if the person you are nominating, you can stand the person when it comes to being retained in the house. You don't know if the fans are going to vote for the other person more than you. But because of your emotions, you spoiled your game. And then he nominated Koyin. Fine, Koyin might nominate him, but we'll get to know that. But at that moment, I wasn't expecting him to nominate Koyin based on the fight that happened. It would have just been someone else. You understand? So nominated Koyin and one other person. I didn't get to see that also. Isabella nominated Zita and Ortega. Koyi nominated Kaikumi and Isabella. Isabella had too many nominations. And I'm like, Isabella, what's going on? What's going on? This girl is just trying to be a free girl. It's just trying to make everybody her friend. I don't know. The friendship might not be genuine, but she's playing a game. Everyone is playing a game. Just like yesterday, when I finished my life, when I go back inside, I saw Koyi already crying and all of that. Koyi, what's going on? This is the second time you're crying today. And I'm like, no, even if the house is overwhelming, you have to man up, guy. Man up. And these guys cannot be bigger than you. Nobody is bigger than anybody. Anybody who talks, give them aura for aura. Egusi for egusi, nothing. Just give them back. No, and the sweetest part is that nobody has the right to come and eat you or something. It's just words. Just say what you have to say to the person. I won't tolerate you disrespecting me or what have you. You understand? So that's Koyi. Telma nominated Damboskid and Ortega. Kola nominated Dinari and Koyi. Imisi nominated Ortega and Ivata. Roboy nominated Mensa and Imisi. Sultana, Kaikumi and Mide. Mensa, Kebobo and Ortega. Didi, Kebobo and Isabella. Victory, Doris and Isabella. Tracy, Mensan and Kaikumi. Kaikumi, Tracy and Didi. Doris, Telma and Dinari. Ortega, Imisi and Mensa. Big Soso. I have something to say about Big Soso. Wow. I am wowed by our diary section today. That girl is so eloquent, and that's what I'm looking out for. She's so eloquent. I know a lot of Big Brother fans might not resonate with someone that is eloquent. They want someone that is always entertaining. You might be eloquent but not entertaining. You get, but she was eloquent. She was outspoken. I love the way she speaks. She's truly a lawyer that she is. Yeah, she's a lawyer. So Big Soso nominated Mide and Denari. Denari nominated Dede and Mide. Zita nominated Sabrina and Dinari. So Kucho nominated Imisi and Zita. Sabrina nominated Big Soso and Zita. What did Zita do to these people? I don't know. I've not been seeing. Is there something she's doing that the camera is not showing us? I don't know. Morgan nominated Imisi and Damboskid. Joanna nominated Zita and Denari. Ivata nominated Dede and Mide. Jasin J nominated Kaikumi and Imisi. Now, boils down to the diary section I was watching before I came on live. Now, I was telling you about Big Soso. Big Soso is very eloquent. She's articulate. Mm? And that's one thing about public speaking. You have to be eloquent, you have to be articulate, and then she gives off this mommy's vibe. She wants everybody to run to her for maybe there's a problem. She wants everyone to come to her to talk to her. What's the problem? She wants to act like, oh, what's the problem? Can you please tell me what your problem is? And then the person talks to her, and then she pets the person. Oh, sorry, this. According to her, she has so many kids she cares for, because I think she has philanthropy foundation and all of that. So that's what she likes. She was even saying it in the diary room. But I love her. She's very confident. She has the confidence. So Bright Morgan came into the diary room. All I heard him talk about was Imisi and then Didi not hugging him. Like, no one has ever done that to him in the longest time he's existed. So I think Didi resisted his hug. I think the first day he was entering into the house, and that gives a kind of off vibes for him. So which makes him nominate um Didi, and I think he nominated Didi, right? Let me see. Yeah, no, he didn't nominate Didi. He nominated Daboski and Imisi. Then he said Imisi doesn't understand English. Like, when you're talking to she wants to hear you talk, but she doesn't want to hear to understand. She wants to hear to respond. That was what he said. So he was actually giving a opinion about Imisi and Didi in the diary room. So Bright too is okay, but for me, Big Soso is very eloquent. Hi, Miss TikTok girl. Thank you. Welcome to my life. Hi, my love. Hi, my darling. You're welcome to my life. Thank you for joining in. I hope you are enjoying the session. You're enjoying my gist. So Doris, wow. I think Doris is going to be the queen of the diary section, because she's actually eloquent too. She's okay. I just came in. All right, you're welcome. Doris, well, she describes herself as a Chihuahua and also a honey badger. So let's see how it plays out. Let's see. I think she's a kind of reserved babe when it comes to some things, but she would always speak her mind. Yeah, she always speaks her mind. So she is very expressive, very expressive, and I love that about her. She's very expressive. Denari, when Denari came into, he was also after Mide and Didi. He was like, why? They are inseparable. They are not doing this. They are that. They are giving the off vibe. He said because most of them have talked about Didi being the most beautiful girl, then it has gotten into her brain. That's why she's acting like that. And I was like, God, these guys, would you please leave Mide and Didi alone? If they don't want to hug, leave them. You don't know if that is their game plan. If they don't want to do any of those things you like to do, just leave them alone and play your game. You're in the house to play game, not in the house to hug or make friends. Everyone is there for you. Even the ones that are making friends with you. Just know that everyone is playing a game. Just like Koyi was crying the first time he cried, when I was asking myself, Koyi, why are you crying? I didn't know why Koyi was crying. At the end of the day, when I went on Twitter, I heard, because he heard this guy talking about his sad story, and then I was like, okay, he was talking about, but that guy. So should you be the one crying for him? So the guy is saying a sober story, then you are the one crying for him. You see, everyone is trying to play a game. And do you know the funniest part? After Coin did that, everybody started talking about Coin. Do you know Coin traded yesterday? And he's been trending since the first day of the show. This guy has been giving us something to talk about. Even if what he's doing, maybe the crime part, people do not really understand, but he's been trending back to back. Yesterday morning, before the cry, whatever happened, he played a flute and he played it wonderfully well. This morning, he still did something wow. He was lecturing people how to swim. He was even teaching Imisi how to swim. He was teaching them the techniques of how to swim. You see? So everyone has a game plan. Gradually, they will start unleashing them. Some of them are like onions. You know, when you are peeling onion, it's layer by layers. For coin, is an onion. For coin, is an onion. You have peeled the surface. Konya has given us the would I say the vulnerability side of him. You've seen him cry. We don't know why he's crying the first time. The second was because he had an argument with K-Bobo. He was crying. Then the other side of him, we saw him teaching people how to swim. The third one, he was playing a flute. Even in his conversations, people are playing the game the way they want to play it. And I know that the fans of the show are enjoying it the way they can. At least people are talking about something. They've given us something to talk about. So Dinari complaining about Mide and Didi not talking or to him or giving off this um off attitude to him. I don't think it might be a game plan. You know, I said something yesterday when Mide was in the house on Saturday. Every other girls that came after her, she didn't hug them. She was just seated like, if you come, welcome. If you are in, welcome. She doesn't have time to be faking hug. She doesn't have time to be faking hug. And in one of our discussions with Kaikumi, she told the guy, I might be chill, but I'm trying to watch out for people. I'm trying to see what everyone has got. And of a truth, is actually the third day of it. We can't judge people like that. You don't know what everyone has got up their sleeve. That's why I told you yesterday. I'm still going to wait for next week before I can finalize on who I really want to support. Like, this is my fave. So that is about Mide and Didi. They are friends, and I think they resonate with each other. That is why they are friends. Because the moment Didi entered, Mide stood up from where she is and went to Olga. So you never can tell. Let them play their games the way they want to. So Gigi Jasmine has fallen in love. She told Big Brother that she likes Victory. And Victory has been disturbing her for some while now, since yesterday. And then she said, I'm going to think about it. But now I don't think there's thinking about anything. No. She's going to be with Victory. Because now she already told Biggie that she likes Victory. Don't let me say love. She likes Victory. So she's going to be with Victory. Maybe in a moment, when you get to hear the conversations, you know there's something happening there. So let's get to see the first ship of the season. It might be Gigi and Victory. So that's it. And I think she's an emotional person, because she was at any little explanation she gives to Biggie, she starts tearing up. She's very emotional. And I feel like this Victory she's going with, I just pray the guy is not using her to play game, or the guy wants to use her to play game, because she's going to cry more. she's going to cry more because I see her as an emotional person. So that is Gigi Jasmine. Then Faith. Hey God. I think that was the last person. Faith talks too much. Faith talks a lot. Ah, he spends time in that diary room just saying things. And who is he analyzing? He's analyzing Isabella. Hey God. Isabella, oh. Isabella don't enter am for Faith and Isabella did this. Isabella did that. Isabella came to sit on people's this thing. He thought it was a game. But now before he came to the diary room, he already said he's going to put a mouth in his mouth. This, that. Isabella is shaking it. Isabella, whatever. I was like, Faith, would you please leave Isabella alone and play your own game? You've been the house doctor, resident doctor since Saturday. Nobody complained about it. You've been up and down, doing Mr. Nice Guys to everybody. Doing, I want to know you, I want to do this, I want to do that. Now, Isabella is playing a game. Isabella already said it on stage. She's a seductress, fine. And she's playing the game the way she can. But that's what Faith went into the diary room to analyze, to discuss. Like, fine, I love that he is analytical, he analyzes things so well, and I believe that he's trying to clock people's game. But to be honest, if he does that all the time, then he will not have time for himself. He will have time to watch other people's game. Why he is also in the game to play the game. But maybe that's also part of his strategy. I never can say. But his own strategy is to get to know people, watch their strategy, and also use it for himself. I think that's why he's always on people's case. And it feels like, oh, maybe the strategy he's about to use too is what Isabella is using. So that's why is having a problem with it. Do you understand? So I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. So that is Faith for you. But I know that Faith himself is also playing a game, because even in the diary room, you are playing a game in the diary room. Anyone that comes to the diary room to say something, they are playing a game. So if you have anything to say in the comments about this gist, let me know. If you're also watching the show, let me know about it. You can come to the comments, let me know. Because the show, I've told you, is going to be a bit different from the others that we've been watching. Since Saturdays that these people came in, they've been so entertaining. They've been so fun to watch. Sometimes you just say, let me take my eye off the TV for some time. And then when you come back, you see a lot of drama, you see a lot of argument, you see new things to talk about. That is 10 over 10. 10 over 10. You come, then there's a new drama, a new content to talk about. You can imagine. Wow. So the show is getting tense and interesting. So, and other housemates that we have not really had anything from them, I just hope they pull up before next week, because by next week I think most people will be done picking their faves. But there are some people in their house that I've not even seen at all. I've not even seen any content with them. I've not seen people really talk about them. When you talk about Ibi Fubara, I've not seen anything from her. Even Zita, I've not seen anything from her. I want to see those ladies. I want to see them more. I want to see them more. They were looking all beautiful on Saturday, and I was expecting that, yes, This is what I'm talking about. If you have the physical appearance, you must also have the content to give us. Let people see you. No, I've not been seen, and I feel like no, I want to see more of this girl. I want to see more of Midday too. I want to see more of Midday because I believe maybe she's just coming out of her shell. She's just coming out of her shell. I want to give her a kind of what do I call it? Benefit of doubt, because one of my faves too in level of Adekunle, he was not active in the first 2 weeks because he is an introvert, and then he's just coming out of his shell. But trust me, the third week, Adekunle came out of his shell, started contributing to task. He always is always the first or second when it comes to task. Sponsored task is always contributing to the wager task. No, and I did not have any regrets supporting him that season because he's always making me proud. He's always giving me bragging rights. Like, what can't my fave do? When it comes to task, is there. When it comes to entertainment, is there. When it comes to partying, is there. When it comes to fun, is there. So I'm really giving them the privilege, opportunity from now till next week. Let me see what they can do, and then I'll get back to you and tell you, oh, this is my fave. But meanwhile, if you are in the comments and you are also watching the show, please let me know. Am I the only one watching? I'm just gisting you guys every day. You guys don't give me feedback. You don't talk about the show. I'm a lover of the show, so I talk about it. So let me know in the comments. So the show is it's very interesting, entertaining. I'm looking forward to the task though. And then Big Brother gave them the wager task for the week. But I'm not sure these guys are going to win their wager because the way um I didn't really get the question or the task. I didn't really get what Big Brother was saying because I did not watch it when they were reading out the task. But from what I saw on the timeline and all of that, I saw that Big Brother said that they must unleash themselves or something like that. And to my own understanding, it means they must try to know each other or one another first because it's the first week. You all have to know yourself. Um, Especially on a surface level, it's good for them to know themselves. When you the name, where they are from, do's and don'ts. They can just get to ask questions. What do you like? What don't you like? What's your pet peeves and all of that? That's what they're supposed to discuss about themselves. Because when you discuss some of those things, like when you're discussing my pet peeve, okay, this is what give me an ick. You're talking to me, and I told you, okay, in this space, I don't like dirty, I don't like this, I don't like that. I believe the other housemates will be able to like look after themselves because they want to, like, this other person doesn't like this thing, and then that will avoid a lot of drama. And then you also know about yourself in that house. The drama or the chaos in the house will be reduced. So that is what me I get to understand about, because last season Biggie asked them to do that because last season was a twin season. They come in twos. So you are supposed to know your partner that you're coming in with, to the extent that um Big Brother had this game of blindfolding, and then you touch your fave. If you touch every housemate, you must be able to know your partner by just touching their skin or looking at or smelling them. So I feel like that is what Big Brother is trying to bring back into the task that they're asking. But the housemaid, I don't think they are getting it. But let's see what they have, because Thursday is when they will present the task. So let's see what they have for us on Thursday. But it's going to be an interesting one, though. I'm looking forward to all the tasks, go really, and all the sponsored whatever. I'm looking forward to it. So I said every day I'm going to be giving you the wrap up of everything that happens in the house, from the fight to the nominations, the diary section of every housemate. I'm going to just be bringing um, highlights, the key words from every housemate in the diary room. As I left my TV now, Ibi Fubara was going into the diary session. So tomorrow, together with those ones that will do the diary section, because it's not possible for Biggie to do 29 housemates diary section in a day. So I'm going to include it with other housemates that will be doing the diary section tomorrow, and then I'll come give you the details of everything that has happened. So that's the purpose of everyday live streaming for now. For the next 3 months, I'll be bringing to you the tea of everything that happened in the house. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to be biased. So every housemate deserves to be in their house, and every one of them deserves to win. So any housemate that gives content, I'm going to talk about them. The ones that are coming up, I'll talk about them. So that is why I will always be live streaming every day by 4 p.m. SAT, then 3 p.m. Nigerian time. So I will always be live here, even if it is just 1 hour. It's just a wrap up of everything that happened in the house. So, and why am I doing this? I've always said it is related to public confidence. And I've seen Big Soso is very articulate, confident, and then she's eloquent as well. She's eloquent because fine, she's a lawyer, and then she's actually exhibiting the fact that she's a lawyer. Unlike last year, we had a lawyer in the house, and I wasn't feeling her as a lawyer because I myself I am. So I wasn't feeling her. So that's it. But this year, she's a lawyer, and then she's proving it because eloquency. How do you stand in the law court, and then you won't be able to speak eloquently? Even standing alone with confidence scares your opponent. So you should be able to stand up and talk with so much confidence and eloquence. So Big Soso is eloquent, and that's what I'm actually looking out for. Um, Faith as well. Faith is also eloquent. Faith is outspoken and is very analytical. He analyzes things so well. So that is Faith for you. So I'm looking forward to other people, but for now, from people that have done their diaries, Doris. Doris is very outspoken. Yeah, sorry, I almost forgot her name. Doris is very outspoken. She's eloquent, and then um I told you she describes herself as a Chihuahua, honey badger, that, but I'm looking out for her too. So she's a cool girl. She's a cool girl. Yeah. So I'll watch out for other housemates, and then I'll bring to you those who are actually eloquent, confident, outspoken, and all of that. I'll bring them to you as well. So just watch out for me every 4 p.m. SAT, Nigerian time, 3 p.m. So that's all for today, but I will still be here for a moment. Let's see anyone who has gist or question or whatever. If you're a lover of the show, you can tell me in the comment section. Let me know who your favorite is. Who are you enjoying the most in the house? Who is entertaining you? Or who would you like to look out for till next week to say, oh, this person, let me just look out for how she's going to play her game or he's going to play her game. Then I'll now say, okay, fine, I can go with this person. But for now, I have few people that I am loving. Oh, I have few people. I'm loving Koyin. Oh. I love Koyin. I like Isabella. I like my girl Sabrina. They are giving me content. I love him. What's the name? What's it? What's this guy's name? Mm, yeah, Didi as well. But um, I feel like those guys are the one giving Didi something. For us to talk about Didi, those guys are giving her guys like Kola. Yeah, Kola will always come. She has the face card. She's this, she's that. They were talking about her in the kitchen. Kola and K Bobo, they were talking about her in the kitchen. Even there was a chaos that happened last night till this morning between Sultana and the guys on the dining table. Sultana was like, there's nothing more to Didi other than what she puts on and all of that. And I feel like no, that's too much for her to say because fine, it's a game, anybody can say anything, but there are some people that will just say you are not a girl's girl. Why would you say there's nothing more to her? How do you know? In just a space of 3 days, even me as a fan, I'm giving some people the privilege like 2 weeks to showcase what they have, because not everybody we just come, and then some people love to observe, and then they feel like, okay, what can I do to stand out? This person is already doing this. What can I, even if you have a game plan going into the house, the game plan might fail. It might fail. It might be that someone else is already playing the game plan, and then you feel like, what can I do to make myself unique, to stand out, for people to talk about me, for me to be out there? What do I do? So I don't think um Sultana needs to make that statement by, even if she saw it, she was supposed to keep it to herself, because this is a game. You're not meant to say that to other guys on the dining table, and then the other guys were like, yeah, it's just on a surface level, there's nothing. And I was like, what is this discussion all about? Because Didi herself is just sleeping, and then you're giving her a storyline. You're giving her something. You are giving her something. You are giving her something, because if you don't talk about her, she will just be there serving fine face and all of that. But now everyone is just giving her a storyline. Sultana has given her a storyline. Kola, because of Og, that did not Og that one. He started spreading Didi up and down. Even this guy, Bright, complained about the same thing. I think Dinari, yeah. Dinari also said it in the diary session. What is it with this Og? If people don't want to argue, just leave them alone. Let them be. If they don't want to argue, there are other 13 girls there that want to argue. Go hug them. Must you hug Didi? So now they're just trying to put her out there, because there's no way you talk about people. They will trend. They will trend. So I'm just like, they should just give themselves some breathing this thing. Let people shine. Let people do what they want to do. Media herself, I'm watching out for her too, but she has not really spoken to much housemate. I think that's the first step of putting yourself out there. If you have spoken to like most of them, I think they will also give you something to talk about, because the way you're sharing your information, maybe you're kind of talking to them about yourself. This is what you will be out there. People know about you, even if it's talking about your brand alone. This is what I do, this is what I've been into, something like that. People will know you. Then you will be out there for people. But she has not been giving me something to hold on to as per entertainment, as per content. She's not been giving me that. So I'm just looking forward to a quite number of them, because this time I'm not going to have just one favorite though, because it's like all of them, I'm loving them. I love them. I love all of them, but they should just give me something to work with. Now, Sultana, yeah, Sultana already has a storyline. She's been talking and talking. At least we know Sultana is in the house. There's no way she's sitting at the dining that the camera will not be on her, because there's content to be served. Yeah, there's content to be served. This lady, I don't know why the camera have not been showing us since yesterday to Imisi. It was only this morning that Coin was teaching her how to swim that she was shown. I've not seen her. Maybe because today is diary session, the camera will be on people in the diary room. But I've not seen much of her today. I've not seen her today, but I've seen a couple of them today. I've seen Zita today, quite often. Ibi Fubara that I'm also complaining about. I've seen her today. So I want to see more of those girls. I want to see them in action. Yeah. So yeah, I also remember. I love Jassy J. God, the guy is quite competitive. I love a competitive person as well. You want this thing, I want to get it. Even if you don't get it, you strive to get it. Definitely you will get there one day. I think I like Jassy J. I like Jassy J. If I'm going to choose faves, 3 or 4, it's going to be among. I like Jassy J. I think it's very competitive. Yeah, very competitive. Bright as well. Bright is competitive. Yeah, Bright is competitive, but he doesn't talk too much. People don't. I've not seen him give me any content, but maybe he's going to be giving me content in the arena games, and all of that. Maybe, but for now, I know he's very competitive. Yeah, Jassy J, Bright, they are competitive. I'm also looking out for Rude Boy. Yeah, Rude Boy is a funny character, and then I'm looking out for him. Yeah, I'm looking out for the Rude Boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's see. So, guys, there's no gist for me. Gist me, guys. I'm the only one gisting you in the comments. Nobody's gisting me. Now, wow. Like, now only me go they talk to myself for this program. So, guys, we'll see same time tomorrow. We'll have another gist to talk about. So this one is gone. Join me again this time tomorrow. Okay? Since you guys don't have any gist for me, am I the only one watching the show? Hmm? Gist me now. Tell me who your fave is. Who is making you glued to your TV? Hmm? Somebody is definitely making you glued to your TV. Let me know that person. Hmm. You all are welcome to my life. I'm done. You can replay whenever you want to. I'm done bringing the details that you can replay this. Just drag the cursor back to replay everything. Then you will get the details, the gist about what happened in the house, my opinion about it, and the nomination list. So you can replay everything. Because I just have few minutes to spend here before going back to watch the show. Because by this time tomorrow again, I'll be coming here to talk about other housemates, their diary sections, and they will definitely have a task to do tomorrow. Then talk about the task, how it went, who did well, who impressed me the most, and I'll also ask you who impressed you the most. I feel like a lot of you on the comments are not watching the show, so maybe it's not giving you any idea of what to say or what, but bringing you the gist. I'm just gisting about it, telling you how it went. And I've seen some people that I can actually say they are confident, outspoken, and all of that. So the funny ones are the rude boy and the culture. They are very funny. They are funny, and you need people like that in the house for you to for you to laugh away your sorrow or smile away your sorrow. You need such people in the house. So people like Kucho are in the house, and then who again? Yeah, people like Kucho, Rude Boy in the house. Even these guys, God, is he Ortega or who is there? But okay, for now, let me just say, Rude Boy and Kucho, they are fun to be with. They are funny guys. So you can also watch out for, if you like the funny character, you can watch out for them. So there are many strong personalities in the house, though this season, they all of them they have some kind of strong personalities, and then depends on the one you resonate with. You can choose from them. But for me, I've seen quite a lot of them. Coin, Isabella, Sabrina, who else? Didi, I love Didi as well. Mide, I love Mide, but she's not really giving me what I want her to give me. That's why I said I'm giving her till next week to unfold. So yeah, and who else? Jessie J, competitive. I love Jessie J. Bright as well is very competitive. Who's there? Who's there? Faith. Faith is outspoken. Big Soso is outspoken. Doris as well is outspoken. Very outspoken lady. Yeah. And who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Koi is a bag of talent. Um, Koi is a bag of talent. Who is there again? I don't know. I've not seen much from Kola. Kola has just been talking about Didi. I don't know. If Didi no want argue, leave her alone. Look for another content. So, I'm not saying. Yeah, aside from yesterday, that K-Bobo fought. Yeah. So, I want more from K-Bobo as well. And who else is there? Kaikumi. I want to see Kaikumi too. I want to see him. Yeah. I want to see Kaikumi as well. So, let's watch out for these housemates. So, until next time, please do have a nice day. See you tomorrow, same time. I'm bringing you the hot gist from this night till tomorrow morning. So I'm sure you're going to join me as I bring you the hot gist about everything going on in the house. Please do not hesitate to join everyone on my life today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate. God bless you all. Please do have a nice day. If you are in the night, wherever you are, please do sleep well. Good night. Bye.